You think if bugs drooled in their sleep, they wake up stuck to the floor? Actually, do they ever sleep? Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. We are now officially on search and rescue. Blue team made it through Katanga's last security since, but once they reached the Xeno Hive, they dropped out of radio contact. You're going in to find them.
Network ducts no EVA procedure, raise a hand. The rest of you, toss them out the back.
Look, flares on the deck. Follow them. Molina's blue fire team passed this way. They could come from any direction. So, be paranoid. If you see something, shoot something.
Prowler.
Watch where you walk. There'll be eggs.
Listen. those bastards for this. Nice! Clean kick.
Door's welded. Cut it. We know Blue Fireteam went this way.
I'll cut it.
Strong signals from below.
New signal. Watch its attacks. From the passage ahead! Don't linger in there. Move. Blue team, if you copy, squawk your PDT. Line 'em up! Clear. S, you got anything?
Katanga's critical systems are on the lower decks. If the Blue Fire Team continued to pursue their objective, they would have laid below.
burn a hole at the bottom of the hull?
Unlikely. Hive resin is acid resistant. There is a PDT nearby.
Stop!
Grabbing ammo.
Private Mamani. Grab his tags.
Rearming.
Dios te bendiga. Big boss!
Assistance required.
Grabbing ammo.
Contact forward!
The swarm has passed.
Flares go across the catwalks. Keep on them.
The console nearby is active. Please patch me in.
Rearming. Sentry's ready to go. Grabbing ammo.
Access. Stand by.
have you got?
Blue team used this console to disable the capacitor safeties.
They're still in the fight. They'd be headed to the core lift next. Another way! Fireteam, are you out there? One door's welded. Blue team went that way. Cut it.
Let's cut it and run it.
Ambush! PDT, close. Blue team, sing out! Copy! Molina, we hear you. We're close.
One clip. Hard to keep. Bit of blood.
Hang on, Molina. We're coming. Private Brzezinski. Dios te guarde. Molina's close. Get her home. close. One fucking hallway. From above! On the deck! Hammer 'em down! They called in a Praetorian! Fucked around, you found out. Get some, Fireteam!
Grabbing ammo.
This one's big and pissed! Fireteam, we got updated orders.
Rearming.
With Blue Team down, we're taking over point on this op.
I'll get those bastards for
We're going to scuttle this fucking shitbox.
Nice. Grenade kit.
You put the core in an override loop. That means going all the way to the bottom, the heart of the nest.
We told you that 25 years ago, Katanga was falsely reported destroyed. In 2175, Siegson had moved it to the Mid-Rim. 2 years later, the colony it serviced was overrun by Xenomorphs. Survivors fled to Katanga, where the infestation spread. Colonial Marines responded to their distress call. It was a Marines who claimed Katanga was scuttled. A senior staff officer on site conspired to hand the young hive over to Weyland-Yutani. Sadly, yes. General Delilah Vaughn, one of the conspirators responsible for the Frontier War in 2184. Before her disgrace, she rose to Assistant Commandant of the Corps. Colonial Marine officers conspired with Weyland-Yutani executives to provoke a war between the United Americas and the Union of Progressive Peoples. The generals wanted a decisive war after decades of proxy conflicts and containment. Weyland-Yutani merely wanted to drive arms sales. The Colonial Protection Act was passed to prevent such things from happening again, and Commissars was initially formed to monitor outside influences on the Corps. There were no reported sightings, not in any star system visited by humans, and not recorded by any vessel in transit. Most likely, Weyland-Yutani moved Katanga to a location in deep space, far off the shipping lanes. They used it as an ant farm to breed experimental stock. When the company wanted to accelerate their experiments at Paula Station, they moved it here. Sigson reported something unusual on the far side of the planet from their settlement. It became the focus of the entire colony's efforts. The Xenomorph outbreak began at that remote site and spread back to the main complex. The colonists ultimately abandoned the surface and fled to Katanga. Some evacuees proved to be infected and the infestation flared up again. There was discord among the survivors, unspecified personal grievances. A few deaths were involved. Forgive us if we don't identify the system. It's classified. The planet had suffered a global extinction event around 80 years previous. It was nearly devoid of animal life. Biomes had begun to collapse for lack of pollination. Acidic soil and water were spreading, and the atmosphere was growing over-oxygenated, which made it perfect for the mass importation of Earth livestock. Judging by the embryo gene lines in their cargo manifests, the colony hoped to become known for its steaks. If you wish to review, we're always available. No need to warn us ahead of time. We have your schedule. A corporate intelligence report. Recent border activity by the Union of Progressive Peoples, a subject of concern to commissars as well. The UPP has been a rival of the United Americas and our nominal allies in the Three-World Empire for much of the last century. There are frequent confrontations with the UPP's space operating forces. Things were more contained before the Hyades revolts of the 50s and 60s. Lack of attention to corporate abuses in the colonies drove many to embrace the UPP's anti-capitalist sentiments. To summarize the current balance of power, we enjoy the most robust industry. Our 3WE allies possess the finest technology, but the UPP has the largest population base. Most Marines refer to UPP forces as proggies. They often call us corporatists.
Marine, I heard you found damaged armor aboard Katanga. Huh. That didn't just get sprayed with acid. It got soaked in a puddle. Probably from the corpse of a burster. There's a rich history of poisonous critters on Earth. Dart frogs, rough-skinned newts, the blue-ringed octopus. If a predator takes a bite, they die. Xenobursters take you don't dare kill it to a new level. Subcutaneous, high-pressure acid bladders that burst on death. It's a perfect example of Xenomorph's survival strategy. Doesn't matter if an individual dies, so long as the hive continues. When a burster's killed, it harms the hive's enemies, so they charge in, suicidally close. This is a morph we haven't seen before. It must come out of some species native to LV-895. I can't wait to see what that is.
Somebody printed a Hyperdyne Systems weapon brochure. On paper. Hyperdyne's whole damn business is based on virtual sales. They don't manufacture anything. They sell licenses for fabrication blueprints and ballistic software. When you order, they send a bunch of files over Hyperpulse. You load them into your own fabricator and hit print. Look, I know Hyperdyne is technically the enemy. They design small arms for the Union of Progressive Peoples. But they know how to run a business. Few colonies in the Hyades had heavy industry, and they were short on freighters. But every outpost had general-purpose commercial fabricators. Hyperdyne knows where the wind's blowing. That's how they survived as a UPP state enterprise when other Hyades megacorps got nationalized.
Hey, I'm hearing scuttlebutt around the squad bay. Talk that maybe Colonel Ship took this too far. We could have quarantined Katanga, right? Called in more ships? Listen, the Colonel knows about everything people know about Xenos. How they react, how their guts work? She knew that before she joined the Corps. When she was a teenager, she survived a Xeno outbreak, little outlier colony. You would never heard of it. One thing she'll always hold to: gotta kill them fast. The longer you wait, the more chance they got to spread. I don't know all the details, and you know what? It ain't my place to ask, but I do know she got a twin sister, Viola. Also, the ship went into a goddamn hive to rescue her. That's how she learned some of the shit she know about Xenos, watching close range from inside. Maybe, but by the time a battle group got here, Weyland-Yutani would have their people in system. Executives and Darkcatcher teams, mercenaries and lawyers. They find something to cite that the Colonel don't got authority to override, Colonial Protection Act or not. Then they swagger aboard Katanga or land on LV-895 and fuck it all up real good. Xenos find ways. They hide, go where humans can't, tight spaces, vacuum, deep cold. Wait for their chance, come when you ain't looking, and don't expect them. Look, just don't go bringing it up with herself. Tu sabe? Colonels ain't in the habit of explaining themselves to grunts. Yo, this just between you and me.